Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, the Killer Rabbit, and I am coming to you with a Halloween review. Now, this year's Halloween shall consist of a movie review, scary movie review, loved by both adults and children. Now, most of you are thinking when you're seeing this, what kind of adult would let their child, or what kind of child would see a scary movie? I'll tell you what kind. People who love Tim Burton and Nightmare Before Christmas. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Today's Halloween movie review is Nightmare Before Christmas by Tim Burton. Now, this is basically a classic Halloween movie. Is it Halloween or Christmas? Well, it's both actually. I would consider it more Halloween since it kind of deals more around the monsters and like such as Wolfman, Frankenstein, and everything like that. It has a lot of elements consisting to Halloween. But I am choosing to do this review because it is a classic. This movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas, that kind of explains it a little bit. But for this review, I shall explain to you what I love about this movie and just kind of give you a basic on what the story is about. In case you do not know, I shall give you a little bit of a rundown, or if you've been living under a rock for a long time. But either way, this movie is it's stop motion, which means basically it's all done by hand. Like each frame by frame by frame, there's like a little customized little clay-like figures that are moved every single frame. They have to stop, move it a little bit, stop, roll it, stop it, move it a little bit, stop, move it a little bit, roll the tape, and everything like that. So you can understand that that takes a lot of work. And for Nightmare Before Christmas, how smooth it is, it's phenomenal how they did it. I just find it great. And that's one of the things I love about it, is how smoothly it went. And when I learned about that, how they actually had to do it, that is just, I'm like, wow, that takes a lot of time and patience. But that's one of the main things I love about it. The other main thing is the storyline and the characters as well. As is like a lot of, like as I mentioned in my video games too, there's character. There's always character. There's a storyline, and this, I remember when I first watched it, I was like, I kind of sort of fell in love with it first time, but then I started watching it more and more. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a great movie. I loved it. But what's the story about, Alex? Well, the story is about, well, it starts off with a little song that I sung in the introduction. The boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? And it basically, the song is called This Is Halloween. And it goes on from there to show all these monsters like the Swamp Thing, scary clowns, and everything. They're just talking about what they do in Halloween Town. And basically they just do their job to scare people, but they're not really mean people per se. And then they go on with the song, and near the end of the song they introduce the main character, who is known as Jack Skellington, King of the Pumpkin Patch, which gives the name Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. So, Jack is known as one of the best scarers of Halloween Town, which everybody just loves him because he's the best, he's the greatest. Everyone knows him, but he feels like it's the same thing over and over and over again. And he just feels like there's something more out there for him. Like he wants to try something else differently. So he goes for a walk, and everyone starts to panic because he's missing. He's gone missing for a few days, and no one knows why. But they show you what he does, or what he comes across, which is some place in the mythical woods. He finds these trees with all these different shaped doors on them. One of them will be Thanksgiving, the other is St. Patrick's Day, the other one is Valentine's Day. But there's one that really, really catches his interest. Yep, that is Christmas Land. And he accidentally stumbles in there. And he then gets really inspired. He's like, oh my gosh, this is great. I want to go ahead and try this. I want to, not steal. I want to try their holiday. I want to just, take over for a day and see how this is. So he begins to look for a scientific method to try and figure out what Christmas is. But then he tries to take it all over. And in that case, he kind of ruins it a little bit, kind of messes it up. In the process, kind of kidnaps Santa Claus to try and get advice from him on what to do for Christmas. But then things go from kind of bad to worse, and it seems like Christmas could be ruined. But Santa Claus escapes. They free Santa Claus, and then he goes ahead and restores Christmas throughout the entire world. Christmas is saved, and Halloween and Christmas are their own worlds now. And basically, that's all I can actually kind of sum it up with. Skellington Jack got a little curious and decided to try something new. Sometimes trying something new isn't bad, but you have to be cautious about it. Actually do some studying on it before you actually try it. But other than that, I completely and absolutely love this movie. This is a great movie. Great kids movie, even like early adults, and like sometimes some adults actually still watch this movie, and I completely understand. It's a great movie. I love it. I'd recommend it for everyone and anybody who still has that little bit of kid in them, like me. But yeah. Other than that, that is my review of this movie. I do say good night to you, YouTube and Facebook alike, because I will be sharing this video with Facebook after it's uploaded onto YouTube, and I shall be bringing the horror your way. Till then, this is the Killer Rabbit signing off. Peace out.